Yo, you know what I mean? This. Look, man, it's your boy Lil Brunson, man. You know what I mean? I hate that I have to do this, but I literally have to do this. This really has to be said. This really has to be said because I started YouTube to be, a voice for people who come from where I come from when you're talking about Philadelphia Eagles sports. That's really why I did it. Like I never wanted to talk about the Eagles for anything more than that, man. You know what I mean? I'm from North Philadelphia. I'm from 17th and York. You know what I mean? I'm from a war zone in itself, to keep it 100. You know what I mean? And nobody don't even really have time to even think about sports where I come from, man. They got to think about the day-to-day stuff, man. They got to think about how they going to eat, how they going to put food on the table. They got to think about who about to do this, who about to do that. They got so much stuff they got to think about. Nobody ain't thinking about. I'm talking about you could hop on the train and get right down to the stadium from where I live. And that never was an option for us growing up. It was always other stuff. You know what I mean? So when I was able to, go to the military, you know what I'm saying, change my life, you know what I mean, and really be proud of where I come from, you know what I'm saying, I really start letting my fandom shine. I really did, man. I really did, man. And on the course of that, man, I met some great YouTubers, yo. I met some great guys, man. I helped some guys, you know what I mean, along the way, man, like Gangrene David, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the first guys I helped. He's a Jets YouTuber. Shout out to my guy, Gangrene. You know what I mean? He was right there on the cusp of 1,000 subs, and I'm just a guy with like 2,000. I'm like, yo, get my boy to 1,000. You know what I mean? Philly Fresh, another guy, you know what I'm saying, was on the cusp of, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 subs. You know what I mean? Philly Mike, I didn't have to help Philly Mike. You know, Philly Mike is a great YouTuber in his own, just like Gangrene and just like Fresh. You know what I'm saying? But there are guys that I also, I kind of inspired, man. You know, they tell me this all the time. Like I'm being as humble as possible when I say this. Like I've inspired some great guys like Joe Castro, man, Philly the podcast. And, and those guys have also inspired me. And it's just been beautiful to watch these guys, take their own thing and turn it into something else. Some of the guys that inspired me, man, E-Rock, man, you know what I'm saying? Philly 500. You know what I mean? Law Nation, man. This whole thing we do here is a community. So when things like what I'm about to explain happen, it's really saddening. And then on the way of all inspiring other creators, you know what I mean? I was able to accomplish some great things like donating, you know what I mean? Donating half of the proceeds of my merchandise to cancer. You know what I mean? We've done that a couple years on the channel. You know what I'm saying? I was able to give, my personal graphic designer, basically a full-time job. Whenever I need a thumbnail, I send the bag and he whip it up. He also created some really cool NFTs for me that's coming out soon. That's fire as well. You know what I mean? Dudes have, it's so many guys like my guy, man. I'm not gonna say his name. You know who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? I met you through, the content that I make. We exchange numbers and we talk like every day, bro. Like every day. He hit me last night and he's like, he going through some stuff, you know what I mean? He basically telling me he don't feel like he could go on any longer. And I basically was letting him know, like, no, man, your boys need you, man. Your sons, they need you, bro. You're a hard worker, bro. Whatever you going through will pass. It's been people that hit me up and told me, listen, man, the pandemic is hard right now. I ain't even got food to eat. You know what I mean? If you could send me anything that would help. And I send the Cash App. You know what I mean? People I never met in my life. They could be lying. They could be telling the truth. But that's just the type of person that I am. So let me get into the story, though, of why this bothers me so much. So we got a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Me and this guy never really crossed paths when I started off. And I guess around the time when, he started off. I was so busy trying to do me, you know what I mean? I really don't look at a lot of stuff like that, you know what I mean? I see what I see. If I don't see it, I don't see it. This dude comes out with a video. A lot of people were accusing me and him of, having that same logo. That's what they were saying. Well, people were in the comments accusing him of stealing my logo. You know what I mean? I guess that offended him. He makes a video and you see the title of the video. Now, where I'm from, the title of the video in itself is offensive because you're The way you talking, like, it's almost like the audacity of me copying Brunson. Like, I never said it, so you don't even have to come at me with no venom. I came in the video comments and I gave this guy respect. Like, why would people say that? You know what I mean? Why would people say that? You know what I mean? You're a great content creator. Why would they say that? You know what I mean? You were here before me. You know what I mean? So, man, you know, that passes. He even likes to comment. So then, you know, time goes on. I invite him on the show to let him know how much I respected him. The show had what I like to call an all-star lineup of Eagles content creators, man. I'll put the thumbnail up here. I'm not going to say no names in this video. You know what I mean? And for real, if you want me to be for real, this was probably his first time meeting a lot of the guys that he dealing with right now was through me. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. So I do that. I put that together. You know, I tried to build the community like I always do. You know what I mean? Bang, everything cool. It blows over, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He comes out with a video similar to the title of this one. You know what I mean? The video is basically, you know, saying the Eagles YouTuber DM'd him and blah, blah, blah. He heard him talking by the video's still up there. So I was getting harassed, man, harassed. For some reason, I don't know if it's the way I look or whatever, but I was public enemy number one. But I just don't move like that. I don't got to, if I got an issue, I got an issue. I'm not doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just not in my character, man. That's not how Philly dudes do. You know what I mean? So that happened. So I'm in the comments. I'm like, bro, man, you can't let stuff like this happen. People are on my head. They was on my head. They was on Philly Mike head. They just was coming for a bunch of people. But I was suspect number one. So I'm like, man, dude ain't got no issue. I'm hoping he gonna blow it over. I'm hoping he gonna say who it was, and then, you know what I mean, that be that out of the situation. Long story short, that never happened. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care if he did it or not. I'm not looking for nobody else to clear my name. That's just what I would have did. That's just the morals that I got. So, you know, that didn't happen. He let people run with the narrative that it was me. Every YouTuber in the community had to make a video clearing their name. You know what I'm saying? And other YouTubers actually thought it was me and Philly Mike as well. You know what I'm saying? I seen people almost want to blackball Philly Mike over this situation. But he stood tall, you know, in the storm weather. You know what I'm saying? I say that about this situation before I move on. Say who it was. Say who it was. Because I got a theory about it now that I know how you really are. Say who it was. Because by you not saying who it is, I'm starting to believe the whole thing was made up. Say who it was. You know what I mean? Say who it was. But then, you know, I'll let that blow over. Then I start seeing a little subliminal shots. Little subliminal shots during the course of the season. When Jalen Hurts struggled, you know what I mean, in the beginning of the season, or people were saying that, you know, Joe Flacco was coming in to, you know, replace Jalen Hurts. He makes a tweet like this: where can I get one of them Hurts season hats? Basically hating and insinuating that, you know, I got a piece of merchandise popping and it got a player name on it that he don't agree with. So that was his opportunity right there. All right, cool. I didn't say nothing about that, yo. I let that blow over, but I know hate when I see hate. You know what I mean? And I ain't got time to address stuff like that. So I let it blow over. Moving forward, you know what I mean? A lot of people make videos about me. Cowboys content creators, that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. I think I coined the phrase, no eagle on eagle crime. You know what I mean? Them other dudes can make their videos all they want. They got to do that. I'm not addressing nobody that's making a video that's getting 20 views. That's a waste of my time and a waste of your time, which is why I don't really have nothing to say about it. You know what I mean? About things that happen like that. So bam. You know what I mean? A Cowboys YouTuber, he makes a video about me. You know what I mean? This guy, you know, he does his little rant or whatever. And then here go Joey again. I said I wasn't going to say no names, but here go Buddy again. He come back on, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter. Ouch, the best reporting on the Eagles just got a beat down. You know what I'm saying? There's real people in the streets that know me. Like real people that get busy. You know what I mean? Who only watch his content because of me. They like, yo, you good? Something happened? I'm like, no, what you talking about? Like, yo, dude said you got beat. I'm like, yo, I explained the situation. I'm like, yo, that is hating. That's what he's doing. Anytime you go to the ops, who are the Dallas Cowboys, and then shoot a video with them, just to get back at me because he made a video at me, I'm like, it's hate. It's hate. So I still didn't pay it no mind. Bang. I even low-key addressed it on Twitter like, bro, what's your issue, bro? He didn't respond because he just ain't like that. He didn't respond. So cool. All right. Now this situation comes up. He tweets something. Another Philadelphia fan, disagrees with the tweet, and he automatically says, "Oh, I know who you're a fan of. Makes sense." Then he tweets, "A bully with a fan base full of bullies." That was just the last straw for me, man. That was just the last straw for me, because in all actuality, they might call me Bully Brunson, or that's how it started when I first started. My segment might be Lunchtime with the Bullies. That might be a coined phrase of ours, But in actuality, when you think about it, you're really the bully. You're really the bully. You're really the bully. I'm not even upset. I just want people to understand this. You're really the bully. What you did was you made a video and you made it seem like somebody was talking bad about you from the Eagles community. You never cleared it up. Then you had good people like Philly 500 coming to your defense. And now y'all have a show every week. Congratulations, by the way. You know what I mean? Off of a video that nobody don't even know the truth or the origins about, for real. So when you think about it, you made people feel sorry for you off of something that I think you made up at this point. You throw stones and hide your hands on Twitter. I'm the one that's forced to be quiet because, I automatically feel like in a situation, I'm going to look like the aggressor based off appearances alone. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy to me that if I'm such the bully, how am I running to the defense of kids like Gio? How am I doing stuff like that? The other Bills YouTuber, when people are making fun of these kids, how am I running to the defense of these guys? How am I the first one? How am I always front line? Always front line. You know what I'm saying? To either go in my pocket or spare my time that I could be sharing with my family to come to the defense of somebody in the Eagles community. I've done it several times. But I'm the bully, though. You know what I mean? I just don't want no narratives to be twisted on why I'm making this video or how we got here. You know what I'm saying? It is a string of documented receipts and documented hate that you've been throwing my way for no absolute reason, bro. Don't you get tired? Don't you get tired of thinking everything about you? If somebody don't disagree with a tweet of yours, how is it because of me? When are you going to be a man and stand up on your own, man? And understand that some things just the internet. When are you going to be a man and stand on your own? And stop looking to vilify me, man. You can't vilify me, bro. It's impossible. It is impossible, bro. I got something that you probably never going to have, bro. And that's hard. When you look at my DD-214, that's a military record you get when you get out of the Army. That shows that I put it on the line for everything I love. When you look at the awards I got in the military, outside the military, when you look at the accomplishments that I made, the sacrifices that I made to be a 33-year-old man at this point in my life and have to deal with somebody who just insecure about themselves, I don't even want to waste my time on this. But I can't no longer allow you to play with me, to play with my brand, and to play with my reputation like this, bro. This is it's never a moment when I go to these games and nobody walks up to me and say they got this type of issue. I don't have no issue with none of these content creators. None of them. Especially an Eagles one. So whatever insecurities or whatever hate you keep harboring towards me that's inside your belly, bro, you need to go ahead and dead it. Or when you see me at a game, tell me what's on your mind, bruh. Because it's getting really, really whack, bruh.